Hello and welcome to the Luke
and Raider
review. And today we're going to be reviewing the brand new movie adaptation of Deadpool. This is a kind of like a spur of the moment review, and as you can see, I'm joined by Raider. And we both went to watch Deadpool. When was it? It was last.
It was actually on Valentine's Day.
It was actually on Valentine's Day. Oh, how romantic!
The only experience we have of Deadpool in the past is the actual. Well, for me, is the game.
Yeah, I think we both found out through the game, but I think I've done a little bit of. I've been watching a few videos on YouTube, but nothing more. I've never actually read any Deadpool comics.
I've only seen like one Deadpool comic, and that was where there are other Deadpools in the. He like falls into a different universe. There's other Deadpools, and he kills them all because he wants to be the only one.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. But considering that's all we ever had experience, the only sort of thing we knew about him, we obviously loved the trailers and went to watch it. So, well, the story. Let's talk about that.
The story had some generic parts to it, like the main love story going on. I didn't see that. I'm gonna say I didn't expect that.
What, the fact that there was actually
he had a girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the.
That was the surprise to me. Is like they kind of followed a general, what I'd say is more of a general thing.
I didn't realise they do that with Deadpool, but it worked because. I always thought, oh no, it would ruin Deadpool, something like that, because he's sort of always this obscure, over-the-top character, and he was toned down a little bit in the sense of he wasn't overly over-the-top nuts. He was nuts, but not like nuts.
He was only Deadpool with the mask. It seemed as soon as the mask came off, it toned down a bit.
Yeah.
It felt when the mask was on, he was crazy.
Yeah.
As soon as the mask came off, he toned down a little bit. But as soon as the mask went on, he was just way more
nuts.
Yeah, way more nuts. That's what it felt like to me. It was a bit odd, but it was like you can kind of understand it.
Yeah.
Because obviously you see the human underneath, you see, more of a humane character. As soon as the mask is on, he's just Deadpool.
Yeah. And I think because I already knew about the backstory a little bit of Deadpool, about the fact he had all these cancers and he was going to die, and then he became a superhero. Did you know?
Honestly, when I played the game, it was like, oh, he's got regeneration powers. I was like, so he's just a mutant. Just got the powers as a mutant. That was it. I didn't realise. And side effect was he just got horribly damaged.
Yeah.
From,
Colossus.
It's like obviously he's just made of metal, so he looks like it instead of just having really tough skin or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just side effect that his skin's messed up, but he just regenerates quicker.
Yeah. No, I knew about the history, about the fact he was. I didn't realise he had the whole girlfriend. That might have been added in for the film. I have no idea. Deadpool fans are going to hate us.
Let
us know. Put in the comments. So I knew about that backstory, and I knew the fact that he got experimented on, that which made him crazy. But that was a bit dark. That bit wasn't, even though that was quite funny.
Even though he still was like, he still managed to make it funny. It was dark for what it was.
It was trying to distinguish itself a lot from the X-Men films, and the fact it is separate. It's in the same universe, but it's separate.
Yeah. In
the sort of same vein that Torchwood is in the same universe as Doctor Who. You only collide them, but tone whichever one down in comparison.
Or turn one up.
Yeah. So I mean, I doubt they do. But I said to you after we watched it, I doubt they put Deadpool in the X-Men films unless they toned him down to the point where there's no swearing or there was no
Essentially, no Deadpool.
Yeah. So
it's like he's just there, but he's not him.
He's not him. So
yeah.
And it was kind of told in a unique way, wasn't it? The fact that we sort of got mid-bit of the story.
It started you always get, it's beginning, middle, end, or it's got the end first, then we see the middle, then goes at the beginning. Yeah. It was like it starts mid-story, then he goes back, then he cuts back to current, goes back, current, then goes forward from there.
Yeah, it sort of jumps in between.
It's a lot of jumping, yeah.
The build up and then the actual what's happening. Which was quite good because when you went to see a Deadpool film, you want to see Deadpool.
Yeah.
You didn't want the backstory. That's why I quite like the fact they did jump between.
Yeah, it wasn't just like backstory. Actual Deadpool that you want to see. It was like Deadpool you want to see, bit of backstory. Deadpool you want to see, bit of backstory. So he cut it up and kept it fresh.
Kept you interested. Yeah. So that was very good. That was a good decision they made. I mean, the way they set the film up in that way allowed us to sort of learn more about the character and still enjoy the fun of his character, because I think the people were concerned whether because in the trailer you did see a little bit of the backstory stuff, and they thought, I wonder whether they'd tone that down, and then that would ruin the bits. The other bits were people were concerned that he wasn't going to be. That's what I'm quite glad that they're swearing, the sex, the gore, and that they kept all that in, and it would not work in any other X-Men / Marvel film ever. No. Really, would it?
No.
So. Yeah, no, I'm glad they kept. I mean, if I was a Deadpool fan, I assume that these are the traits that they've they've managed to stay true to, and I think a lot of Deadpool fans have actually gone, yeah, that's exactly what we wanted in a Deadpool film. The only thing I think people complained about, and I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but in the games he had 2 voices in his head. We never heard multiple conflicting voices in his head. I think we did get we got voiceover, didn't we? So we got the whole what was going on a bit in his head.
Oh, you say that, we did get it was more of a comedy thing, but we did get the 2-tone in voice when he was telling Thing what to do, wasn't he? The guy in the cab? He was like, no, you've got to win her over, kill her.
Yeah,
kill him.
I saw it, yeah.
He's like
really,
pretending to be a good guy, then you get his real assholes. Like,
I mean, he didn't take anything away from it. Just that's the only thing that they haven't sort of taken. And even the breaking the fourth wall. And there was even the joke, wasn't there? He broke the fourth wall within breaking the fourth wall, which was like that's like 16 walls, which was hilarious. So I think they stayed so true to the franchise, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, to be honest, if I was to go and see it again, it's probably one of the few films I've seen recently I'd happily go and see again in the cinema. I'll probably wait for the DVD. I'm not that. Yeah. But if say Sheepdog wanted to go see it, I'd happily go see it with him because it's bloody hilarious, and I do recommend it. So I think rating. What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I'll go with 9.
I'd say 9 actually. I think it's
almost.
almost.
It got everything I expected.
Yeah.
Obviously, apart from some of the backstory and stuff that I didn't quite think would be in there. Yeah. It had everything I'd expect, and I thoroughly enjoyed all of it.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the video. So thanks for joining me. I think I should end the video now, shouldn't I?
My idea.
Bye! You've been watching the Luke Nyul channel. Don't forget to click below to see more videos, and don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.